What's up everybody? If you're in the market for a premium bow rider that handles rough water well and holds the whole family, I think we have the boat for you. I'm Ryan Tyler with SKIER'S Marine, and today we're going to do a full feature walkthrough of a 2021 Chaparral 287 SSX. Let's hop aboard. So guys, this is the 2021 Chaparral 287 SSX. The quick specs on it: this boat's 28 feet length overall. It has an 8.5 foot wide beam, 22 degrees of dead rise. It's yacht certified and it holds 80 gallons of fuel. So as you can see, a really big product, has a lot of premium features we're about to dive into, but that's the quick hits for as far as the specs go. So Chaparral has a different class of boats. They're kind of known as the Lexus of stern drive. So they have quality offerings from the small runabout that's 19 feet all the way up to the luxury 347 SSX, and this boat falls in the middle. Some of the things that Chaparral does and what they're known for is their quality. So they use Kevlar reinforced hulls, that way you get a lot better rough water ride. Duraglide upholstery. So what that is it's a thicker upholstery that doesn't stain. So if you have sunscreen or tanning oil on it, you can wipe it off. When you watch me push on it, you'll notice it bounces back really quickly. So it's puncture proof. They use tri-tone upholstery patterns to give it that luxurious feel. And they use a dual density foam that when like I sit on it, it supports me, but it's still really soft. So that's kind of what they're known for, is the quality build. They have a lot of really cool innovations in this boat as well, most of which you're going to see that they just got the award for on the transom. It's called an Affinity power step. So they tried to solve the problem of getting in and out of the boat without having to get on your knees to raise and lower a swim step and give you more steps into the water. So we're actually going to do that real quick. So as you'll watch, the swim step is going to deploy out and down. It automatically trims the outdrive down, so you don't have to worry about hitting your props. And it has two steps that go down into the water to make it easier to get in and out of. And you'll see they even do an oversized step on the bottom. That way if you want to hang out in the water, you can get cool. They give you two rod holders on either side, and it actually has a pole that goes down in it too to help your older people get in and out of the water easier and give them something to grab a hold of. When we go to put it up, like I said, I'm not bending over, I'm not grabbing a latch to flip the step up and putting my hand in the water. I'm literally just sitting in a seat, press a button, and it's going to do what it's supposed to, which is raise it back up into the water and just stow it onto the platform. That was it. Really easy to do. You'll notice this is a really big platform, so they try to give you social areas in the boat. Most of which you'll notice is the transom, the cockpit seating that wraps around like a yacht, and then a really big spacious bow, because most people either are cruising around the lake, they're hanging out in the cove eating a snack in the shade, or they're on the platform using that power step and hanging out, swimming, floating, checking out beaches, or rafting up with their friends. Across the back we have a 3 wide seat, and then this seat actually is a convertible rear seat, so when I deploy it, I actually have a 2 wide sun pad. So it's just over 4 feet long. I get a really nice, comfortable backrest. You'll notice I can have somebody beside me, so this is great for hanging out with your grandkids or your spouse or your kids. It's very social because you can still have a third person sit over on this side. So I'm not forfeiting the third seat over here. So I can still sit upright, I can still communicate with everybody that's sitting in this seat as well as everybody in the water. I don't have to lay down. Once we're done with that seat and we're going to go underway and go do something else like a water sport or go to a restaurant, I just simply lift the handle and deploy it back up. So big platform. That's one of the things they wanted to really focus on, was to give you a lot of social areas within the boat and then a really comfortable way to get on and off the boat as well. You'll notice how much room and how wide this boat is. So I can't touch side to side. They do a really good job of thinning their gunnels. That way you get more space inside the cockpit. You have a dedicated spot for your cooler. It's a carry-on, carry-off cooler. You'll notice the fiberglass cup holders that are color matched to the boat. So Chaparral builds all those parts in their plant. Their whole goal is to design a boat that you can have for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and use materials that aren't going to wear out over time. Really nice backrest combing bolster. It wraps all the way around, as you can see, to keep the kids or the grandkids or the dogs in the boat. So they actually give you this door that'll shut the cockpit off from the transom, so for safety reasons, as we're running down the lake at 25 or 30 miles an hour, everybody's safe in the cockpit. And behind that, you're actually going to see your battery isolator switch. This boat is equipped with a dual battery. So big things with stern drives or luxury runabouts is we want wraparound seating all the way throughout that's really comfortable. So being yacht certified, we need a lot of seating for people. So this seat actually is 3 wide, so I can put 3 adults here. You have 2 more adults you can put here. They actually take the time, as opposed to squaring off the backrest like most manufacturers, they actually curve this. That way if you are sitting in a corner, it'll cup your back really well and it's comfortable for this person as well. And it wraps all the way around to the co-captain's seat. We have abundant storage in this boat. Given that it's 28 feet, you're going to have a lot of toys or floats or gear that you're going to need. It's really deep, so if you'll notice, it goes just past my knee, almost up to my inner thigh. And it's essentially a big coffin. So as we move forward to the co-captain's chair, you'll notice this boat has the upgraded JL audio stereo system with a subwoofer and amp. So we want really clear, crisp quality sound as you're out on the water. A really luxury head. So most bow riders in this category make you pay for a head upgrade. This is actually standard on the 287. Has a wood surface cabinet and a Corian countertop with a sink. So if you are out on the water with everybody and somebody needs to use the restroom, you don't have to run to a marina real quick. Or if you're day boating with kids, you don't have to constantly be trying to find a place to use the bathroom. Still have tons of storage in the ski locker, and Chaparral does something really neat within this storage. They actually have storage within storage. So you'll notice when I pull it out, I have a dedicated spot for a table with a drawer for storage. If I wanted to have snacks for the day, it's really easy to get out. It's finished out really well, durable fiberglass, and it'll hold up to the test of time. So here we are at the helm of the Chaparral 287 SSX. The first thing you're going to notice is how big and substantial this dash is. And even though it is large, I did not lose visibility through the dash. So they actually give us an oversized windshield that'll block a lot of the wind and the elements on those cooler days. And it allows me to be able to see through it, as well as this really nice stainless steel windshield cap. We have dual 7-inch Simrad displays. So really neat displays that are 7 inches. They're all touch, so I can actually scroll on this one if I need to be able to see where I am on the lake. You can use this display on either screen. Typically what we recommend is you keep the navigation chart on one screen and then your instruments on the other. You also can save waypoints in this dash. You'll notice these really nice stainless steel rocker switches. We have some of the options already equipped on this boat, but if you wanted to add other ones like a Lumar windlass, you're actually able to just plug those switches straight into their dash. This boat's equipped with the Volvo EVC shifting throttle, so it's a digital throttle for shift, so it's really smooth. Your EVC display is actually right here, which will tell you your battery voltage and everything going on with your motor. Chaparral does a really good job of their ergonomics. They give you a really easy to access stereo switch to where you control your volume. You can change your modes as far as Bluetooth, FM radio, Sirius. And they actually give you a cup holder right there for you to put your phone in case you need to charge it or plug it in. To tie with that digital shifting throttle from Volvo, we actually use the Volvo 6.2 liter, 350 horsepower stern drive with a dual prop out drive. The reason we use Volvo over Mercruiser is that it's a closed cooled motor, so it's a little easier to winterize. You actually just push this puck right here and it'll drain all the water out of the outdrive and the foot. You have antifreeze running through your block, so you don't have to worry about rust over time. It's just a lot easier maintenance wise for everybody involved. So we option all 287s, 267s, 247s, and even 307s with some type of arch. This boat is optioned with the EFX folding arch tower that's electric. We do an oversized bimini top that's really tight, so if you'll notice it's not going to really flap in the wind. It's easy to stow this tower if you do need to go under a bridge or for storage purposes. It's just a button on the dash. You can actually watch it deploy. It'll fall all the way down. So as we move up to the bow, you'll notice we have this really large oversized windshield with a stainless steel cap. Chaparral uses a windshield like this because it blocks the elements really well. It's aesthetically pleasing and sleek. They use a magnet to hold it to where it's easy to open and close, to where most people use a latch to where you have to walk up and figure out how to get to the front to get to it. Coming to the bow, we have a really nice wind am for those cooler mornings. We have storage again within storage, so we have a really nice pull-out drawer. So right now we have the owner's packets that come with it. And then inside this storage under the dash, we actually have our Coast Guard safety kit. Coming up to the bow, the biggest thing you'll notice is how deep this is. So when I sit down in it at 5'10", it hits just below my shoulder blade. So really safe, comfortable for everybody. It wraps all the way around. They actually focus on the ergonomics and curve their backrest so I can sit in every spot on this boat and still be comfortable. Oversized grab rails for those rougher days for the people up front. They give you some really nice armrests to flip up, along with how they do their upholstery patterns. It's really comfortable. Like I said, 5'10", and I don't even come close to touching the front. Tension hinges to hold up the bow ladder so we can actually board on the beach this way if we don't want to swim all the way to the back of the boat. We have a really easy to use flip up bow light. That way when we do want to go to the beach, I have a smooth surface to step off and board off of. And then they didn't forget about the people up front. We have another spot to put that table. When I remove this cushion, you'll notice there's a step so I don't step on any upholstery. And I have a cooler with an overboard drain up front too. That way I don't have to go to the rear cooler and tell somebody to get up to get a drink. So now that we've done a really quick walkthrough on the 287 SSX, let's go for a test ride. Notice how nimble she handles. Elegantly in the turns, rolls side to side very gently. No loss of visibility looking through the windshield. This 287 is a dream to drive and it has a great on-water experience for the captain. No chine lock. She takes true through the whole turn. Everybody in the boat's really comfortable as we come back around and go through the rough water. So guys, that's it for the quick sea trial and walkthrough of the Chaparral 287 SSX. It's a beautiful boat. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed getting to show it to you and getting to get it out on the water. Stop by any of your authorized SKIER'S Marine Chaparral locations and come see one for yourself today. We look forward to seeing you.